We're excited to be part of your health experience. When you open the box containing your new motorized miniTREAD, you will find an owner's manual, a power cord, remote control cord, remote console, and a number 5 Allen wrench. Please refer to the owner's manual for instructions on how and when to use the number 5 Allen wrench if needed. Please make sure to read the owner's manual in its entirety to avoid injury. The number 1 rule to remember is to never stand on the miniTREAD. Use from a seated position only. For an audio version of the complete owner's manual, go to our Onthemuv YouTube channel. To begin, place the miniTREAD under a desk, table, or in front of your TV. If you need to pick it up and move it, there are recessed handles on either side. It only weighs a little over 23 pounds, so it can be easily moved around. Make sure the miniTREAD is kept on a solid level surface or a low pile rug. You can use the 2 leveling feet at the bottom to adjust it for minor variations. Plug the power cord into the front of the unit and then to the wall using any standard 110 or 220 volt outlet. Next, plug one side of the curly remote cord into the bottom of the remote and the other into the jack on the left side of the miniTREAD. You can use either side of the curly cord. Turn on the power switch, also located at the back left side, by pushing the button up. The power switch will light up when on. Please remember to turn off the power switch when the miniTREAD is not in use. The miniTREAD remote calculates steps, distance, calories, speed, and time. The buttons are pretty intuitive. To turn on the remote, press the green button on the left, O, for on, twice. Miles per hour is the default setting, but if you prefer kilometers, please check the owner's manual for instructions. The blue triangular up and down arrows will increase or decrease the speed. Because the miniTREAD is motorized, the motion feels like a cross between a treadmill and a bicycle, so your calves, hamstrings, quads, and core are all engaged. The motorized movement helps keep you moving, and you may find that this movement becomes automatic, almost like walking on autopilot. You do feel it and definitely burn calories. As an example, if you are seated and walking on a miniTREAD at 1.1 mile an hour, a great speed while you're at work, you're burning about 2.8 calories per minute or 160 calories per hour. If you're using it at 1.5 miles an hour, which is a pretty good clip while seated, you're burning about 3.6 calories per minute or about 200 calories in an hour. When you're ready to stop, press the red X on the right side of the remote. Need to restart? Press the green button again and you'll see the results pick up where you left off and continue to scan. To clear the results and reset, press the red button twice. The red button by your left foot serves as an emergency stop button. This will also be triggered if more than 80 pounds of leg weight is sensed on the unit. With the emergency stop, the remote will display an error message, EO. To reset the unit, press the red button on the miniTREAD or the remote again, wait 30 seconds, and then press the green button twice. Alternatively, you can turn off the power switch, wait a few seconds, turn the miniTREAD back on, and begin using. By the way, there are 2 unprogrammed buttons on the remote, the bottom left and right. Just ignore these for now. We'll be adding some new features down the road. There are a few other setup items you should know about before using the miniTREAD. Remember, never stand on the miniTREAD. Use only while safely seated in a properly positioned chair. Sitting properly is important when using the miniTREAD. Sit in a chair with the miniTREAD on the floor in front of you and place your feet in the center of the belt. There should be a minimum of 6 inches in front of the chair. You can sit forward and upright on the chair or with your back supported against the chair back. Now, this is important. If you're sitting at the correct height, your knees will be slightly below your hip flexors. You don't want your hips to be moving while you're using the miniTREAD. If your hips are lower than your knees, your chair is too low. If you have an adjustable chair, raise the chair up until your knees are slightly below your hips. If your chair is not adjustable, use a seat cushion to adjust your height. We have some pictures explaining this further in the owner's manual. You should not feel any pain in your hips, knees, ankles, or back during use. If you feel any discomfort, adjust your chair position, the miniTREAD placement, your posture, or discontinue use. If you want to increase the incline on the miniTREAD, stop the unit first. Then gently release the blue incline latch on the front of the unit. Once released, gently pull up on the unit to snap it back into place and operate the miniTREAD using the remote. To close the incline, stop the movement and gently pull up to release the blue incline latch once again. Place one hand on each side of the raised unit and gently press down until it snaps into place. A lot of pressure is not required. Again, to prevent damage, do not open or close the incline mechanism while the unit is in motion. Occasionally, this may be a little bit more difficult on carpet, in which case simply place a book or another hard surface under both sides or move it to a hard surface and try again. Make sure both sides of the units have snapped closed prior to starting it up again. A few other quick notes. Store your miniTREAD with cords out of reach. Store it away from humidity and do not keep it near water. There are a lot of electronics inside. Lastly, always unplug your miniTREAD when not in use. Please take some time and read through the owner's manual. There's a great deal of safety information and many other guidelines on how to best use your motorized miniTREAD. Have fun getting fit while you sit.